for the first time in his life? Well, I have no idea, but we're going to find out really. So basically, I have decided to enter into a bodybuilding competition or men's physique competition, and that's going to be in the end of May this year. So this is my focus for the year. Um, Decided to do this video live because otherwise I was going to procrastinate, keep recording, and never was going to actually send anything out there. So decided to go live, and I've already made my first mistake showing you the image when I shouldn't have. But anyway, we'll just leave it up there for now, regardless. So why am I doing a bodybuilding show at the tender age of 43? Well, to be honest with you, this is always something I've wanted to do in my 20s. But during my 20s, I was out partying and drinking and socializing and all that good stuff. So I never really got serious about, was training, etc., but never got, into the business of bodybuilding or training for a bodybuilding competition. So yeah, it never really happened. But I'm not complaining, got married to my beautiful wife, got two beautiful kids, and got the best out of it. So I'm not going to complain about that. But, we're now in a very different time, very different headspace at the moment. And I really want to go ahead and try this out and at least tick it off on the bucket list and say, look, I did it. I tried it out. And the reasoning for doing men's physique is due to the fact that we don't feel that my physique is quite there for like classic bodybuilding. So we're going to be doing men's physique. So all that being said, and now the reason why I'm doing this because this is just something I've always wanted to do. I am going to be using a coach, and this is the gentleman that I've been working with for about 120 weeks already. He's taken me through my photo shoots and everything else, and that's Mr. Alan Kelly. He is, in my opinion, probably one of the best coaches in the EU, and he's getting better and better and more notoriety as we go along. And I train at his gym, the AKA HQ. You've probably seen in some of my Instagram videos. Absolutely world-class facility, one of the best I've ever trained in. Not necessarily because it's how big it is and how many pieces of equipment, but it's just the quality of the equipment, quality of the facility, etc. It's really top class. So Alan and I have been working, as I mentioned earlier, about 120 weeks already. We were just coming out of a bulk. We did the photo shoot together, and he has figured out not all of my body, but most of my body at this point in time. We haven't worked long enough in a competition sort of a setting to understand exactly how my body responds, but he's done a pretty good job, and he's an incredibly intelligent guy, knows his stuff. So I have no doubt in working with him. Now, I did say, why does me as a coach need another coach to help me out? Well, because coaches need coaches as well. We sometimes get a little bit lost in the weeds, and we will start going down rabbit holes, and just, from everything I've heard, that you start getting deeper and deeper into the cut, and then you start making bad decisions because you can't think clearly. And when I was doing my photo shoot, I was sort of making I was thinking those sort of decisions, but I had my coach there to keep everything under control and make sure everything was going on point. So I can do, most guys can get them six-pack lean, no issues there, can get them photo shoot ready. But when we start talking about competition ready, it's a big ball game. It's a big difference, and I'm going to show you that difference now. So if we look at my photos, so this was me photo shoot middle of last year. Not bad, really good conditioning, but nowhere close to what you'd need to be when it comes to, going on stage. So thanks to ChatGPT, it's going to give us a little bit of a rendering of what that might look like. And you can see quite a big difference in what my physique needs to look like. It needs to come in a lot drier. Needs to come in with more definition in the abs and just more definition in general. So yeah, very, very different look, very, very different challenge altogether, but I am looking forward to it. And this is what we're going to be striving for at the end of the day. And yeah, that's pretty much what the look's going to maybe look like. We don't know. We've got to see how things actually pan out. So with that being said, this is what I currently look like right now. Not really excited on this. Lost a lot of the definition, lost a lot of the abs. Still got a bit of size on me. So we are going to have to really work hard to get things going. Right. From food perspective and training and all that sort of stuff, we're going to just touch on the food first. So this is what my macros are currently looking like at the moment. We have done a bit of a drop, so just under 3,000 calories, 2,918, 300 grams of protein, 272 grams of carbohydrates, and 66 grams of fat. And that'll be on my training days. And then on non-training days, 275 or 2,756 calories in total. So, for those of you who are really that interested in knowing all the calories, etc., there you are. There's all the numbers that I'm currently working with. And then this is going to be the actual training split that we're currently doing at the moment. So as I mentioned, we've come out of a bulk where we were focusing primarily on my legs and trying to bring my legs up as much as possible. We did do a pretty good job there, but now we need to think about the look on stage. So it's not about rebuilding or trying to bring my legs up or anything like that. That time's over. That's what the off season's for. That's what the bulking stage is for. We're now into contest prep mode. So we're going to have a push session, a leg/pull session, then arms and calves, day off, upper body, which you're just going to be doing touch-ups on the rest of the upper, whatever we might have missed out, and then lower body quad focus. So a lot more focus on the quads. Hamstrings are important, but the quads, when it comes to men's physique, is going to be more important. You want to see that muscle sticking out from the shorts. And then an ab circuit 4 times a week that I need to do. And that is basically weighted hanging knee raises, going to be doing cable ab crunches and then reverse crunches 3 times, doing that 3 rounds for 3 minutes with 3 minutes rest. And that is pretty much the training. So steps, etc., I need to be hitting around about it's 13,000 steps currently at the moment, and every day I'll be doing 30 minutes of cardio on top of that. So that doesn't count towards my steps. That is separate altogether. And yeah, pretty much it's one of the biggest challenges I'm probably going to be having with this whole process is sleep. Sleep's been a bit of a tricky one for me to get right. Never been my strongest suit, but that's something we're definitely going to be working on. And just managing stress, etc., and managing life. I think one of the biggest challenges here is that I am a coach, and there's expectations on me to get this right, which I'm actually the reason why I'm doing this is actually putting myself accountable to everybody on the social media platforms. Not that I have that many followers, but anyway, and just put myself out there and just put myself accountable, and throw myself to the wolves in a sense, and I got to come out of it at the end of the day. It is balancing, home life, making sure that when things start getting deeper into the cut, that I do not take it out on my family. That's probably one of my biggest worries that I have. And obviously not making a fool of myself. Because I am a competitive person, so I am going to want to win. I don't want to come in there and just make up the numbers. So I don't want to make a fool of myself either. And getting up on stage and posing is not something that I do. I've never done sort of dancing in front of people and things like that. So this is going to be an absolutely mental gymnastics game for me to get over this. But you know what? It is what it is. This is what I signed up to do. This is what I've always wanted to do. And now I just got to, live with whatever comes my way now. So what is the goal that I'm going to be doing here? So once a week, I'm going to be doing, it's every Thursday, probably going to be doing live sessions like this. If there's mistakes and bloopers and things like that, that is just going to be part of the course, because I do not want to do this recorded, because I'll probably procrastinate and checking out. So it is going to be live sessions like this that I'll be doing. And I'll be coming back to you guys on a week-by-week basis, sharing the hunger in all the good moments, the bad moments, and everything in between, basically, and how things have been going, etc. And hopefully I can encourage a lot of other guys in their 40s, 35s, 40s to go after their dreams and actually, still compete, and just show you what it's going to take to actually do this. And hopefully it's not going to be impossible to do, but it should be good. I'm not too, I trust, if Alan says to me that this is going to be good and we can, really do something here, then I believe that we can really do something here. So, let's just see how that pans out. But it's to show everyone that you can do these things. Just because you're in your late 30s, early 40s or older, it's not the end of the road. You can go ahead and, try these competitions out and just give it a go and just, fulfill those sort of dreams, etc. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So if you guys got any questions or comments, please drop them at the bottom if they're going to, if you want to bring up, if you want to see weekly update photos and things like that. I'm more than happy to do it on Instagram, etc. But only if there's a bit of an outcry for it. But other than that, that is me and my challenge for the year. And yeah, I'm just going to expose everything that happens, and hopefully we come out winners, or at least come out with a good showing. All right, take care. God bless.